Hey everybody, my name is Ernest Petty. I am reacting to the history of hip-hop one video at a time. We're going from the beginning of hip-hop all the way to modern day, no matter how long it takes. Where we are now is we're in 1983, and honestly, this era is why I wanted to do this journey. And it's because in 1983, I was 5, maybe 6 years old. I knew what rap was, but I was in Oklahoma. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and in Tulsa, we didn't have a rap radio station. Actually, I don't think rap radio stations really existed in much of the country at this time. I think it was mostly like shows that took place within other formats, like R&B formats. But I don't know if we even had an R&B radio station on FM in Tulsa at that time. So new songs, it was hard for them to break through, and so I missed a lot of what was going on with rap at this time. So I'm kind of excited to dig into this era. This next video is Fearless 4 Problems of the World. This is another alliterative group taking a page out of the book of the Furious 5 and the Funky 4 plus one more. I guess we're just going to have a bunch of alliterative groups for the next couple of years. Everybody following in the footsteps of Melle Mel and the Furious 5. One interesting thing about this group is this is one of the first groups that was signed to a major label. They were signed to Elektra Records. So we're still in this era of a bunch of hip hop firsts. Let us get right into this video.
Problems of the world today. Oh, these problems again.
Nothing I love more than starting a video off with some hard b-boy stances. Also, these guys all look like they were who the zombies were in Thriller, before the zombification. This is definitely the Michael Jackson Thriller era attire.
Just to die without any feeling. So
this dude's lighting situation is not too different from mine.
I wait here for my maker till it's time to go. Ask someone about the time of slipping. Can you spare a dime for asking where will I earn it? I just don't know. I need someone to talk to try to ease some pressure off my mind, cause times are rough nowadays. Got a high school diploma and I'm very ambitious. So why, oh why do I live this way? These things called computers does the thinking for a man, leaving one man on the buttons while unemployed I can. Should have trained with computers in some college course, so when I play the game of life, just maybe I'd win with problems, education, unemployment, and got too many problems of the world today.
Oh, you know what? I like this song. First off, I love the harmonizing in the chorus. Apparently we're in for another message style song. I mentioned in the message reaction, I'll put the little info box up so that you can click on that if you want. But I mentioned how the message by the Furious 5 wasn't the first conscious rap song, but it was the first popular one. And it feels like we're seeing the effects of that start to play out with other people now starting to make these kinds of songs. This first verse is about a person feeling anxiety over their job situation, worried about the impact of computers. This is decades before ChatGPT and AI are causing everyone to worry about their jobs. But you know what? The fears were just the same back then. People see that this automation is coming and that it's coming for a lot of jobs. But maybe this is something positive that we can take away from this, which is, yes, computers did take away some jobs, but then our jobs just began to revolve more around the computers. Maybe the same thing will happen with AI, where, yes, it will take some of the jobs that exist, but maybe what will happen is just that more of us will start to have our careers and jobs orient around using generative AI tools.
Recap from the weekend that just passed. Mommy's brother came to visit while you were away. I know why you look puzzled. I was shocked myself. I didn't know I had an uncle until Friday. I was really glad I met him, but places mommy bet him, bought them both the ugly faces, so they went in the back. Thought it was kind of crazy, but I know as a fact.
But you hear that beat, that ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. If you are a fan of rap, you have heard this beat so many times. It's been sampled and interpolated so many times. In fact, I think I read somewhere that this may have been like one of the first beats to be sampled. By which I mean another group sampling this beat.
There's no way in the world I kiss my sister like that. What do you mean she has no brother? I saw him myself, and we can go check with mother just to see what she'll say. Thought you would be glad to know I had an uncle. Didn't know you'll come home and be my mommy that way. Got too many.
You know what? Cool little flip on the chorus. The first chorus, the problems were unemployment. This time the problem is adultery. You know what? I kind of like this song. Let's see what the next problem of the world is.
So she went to the store, leaving her son and her new love in the house that day. Never crossed her mind that something could go wrong. Thinking the man in 4-year-old would only joke and play. When she returned home, tears fled from her eyes as she witnessed the son laid out on the floor. The man stood above her with a black leather strap, and as she grabbed him with her knife, she said, "Don't hit him anymore." The neighbors called the cops, and the boy survived. Well, that experience will always leave his mind in gloom. And if you want to meet the man that would do such a thing, he lives rent free, but locked in his rubber room. For mental child abuse. He got so many. He got to solve the problems other way. I want to be somebody.
That is a very serious problem. You know what? Here's another cool thing that I've picked up on, which is the structure of the verses. So in rap, especially during these early days, what you frequently would see is you'll see a rhyme scheme that is either AABB, meaning that the end of the first line rhymes with the end of the second line, and then for the third and fourth line, it's the same thing, it's just a different sound at the end of those lines. Sometimes it'll be AB, AB, which means that the first and third and second and fourth lines rhyme. But in this one, it is AB, CB. So the first line is not going to rhyme with anything else in the rest of the verse. When you get to the third line, there's also like nothing for it to rhyme with. It's just the second and fourth that are actually rhyming, and it's kind of I don't know. I think that the interesting thing about that is that it does kind of throw you off balance a little bit, but I also think that maybe that makes it a little bit easier to tell the story that you're trying to tell, because you have more space to work with before you get to the part that needs to rhyme.
Can you understand that? You see, I'm living two lives. I go to work and school. My friends say I'm crazy to try so hard instead of be with my girl. I must be some fool. If I quit my school, there goes an education which leaves me no pull in my future work. And if I walk from a job, cannot afford to do for myself or her, I may lose my girl. After working there and reading the things, dear. You see, I need to stay up is just to make love. It's just about to fall flat on my face. And for strength, I pray to the man above. Relationship.
His problems were relationships. He said, relationships, strenuous. Oh, everyone else has like all of these serious things that they're dealing with, and he's like, you know what? My girl has been really challenging for me to deal with lately. Also, he said he had to take uppers in order to have sex. Like, this is clearly a world before ED pills.
Hey, yo, what's up, fellas, man? No, yo, what's up, T? Man, I just got laid off last week. What? And you think it's bad for him? My girl just left me for what could have been my homeboy. You know how that goes, T. You know how that goes. Yo, homeboy, that's just a few of the problems of the world today. Word.
We are 3 minutes into this song. I thought that the song was over. We're only halfway through, so who knows what's on the agenda for the next 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Here we go.
Next door is the big house owned by the Joneses, to a little brown shack that's owned by me. I get so mad every time that I see him, so I guess deep down that's yeah, I should say it is, compared to the new car of Mr. Jones, when my car is 12 years older than his. I'll just live in my house and I'll be alright. And the old Cadillac still gets me around. Wind up the phonograph and listen to a song titled Don't Let the Joneses Get You Down. Jealousy, envious, got too many. On the park bench, people pointing their fingers, talking about everyone that walks down the street. They pose as they your friends to get into your business, but they start investigating from the time you meet. They tell this one what you said and tell you what they said, and that's the way he say, she say, start, and then comes the fight. More on by the lie, so and the nosy body just forget their parts. I live quite secluded by keeping to myself. I only tell people what I want them to know. Although I get friendly, I won't get personal, because one never knows who's friend or foe. Gusto, backstabbing, got too many.
You know what? I don't even know. You know what? So his problems just sounded like he was afraid to get to know people. He was paranoid, paranoia, and antisocial behavior are his problems of the world, I think. I think he said, yeah, to be fair, like he did say backstabbing, so I guess he's had some issues with people doing him wrong, but really it just sounded like his issue was he was afraid to get to know strangers for fear that they might somehow gossip about him.
On the street corner to earn a fast buck. Paranoid of the police because of what I sell. Keep a low profile and hiding my product. Because if I'm caught, then here comes hell. Spending hours getting booked and my bail let out. And I hope my legal aid lawyer don't fail. I mean, as my mouthpiece at my court date, because I can get from 1 to 5 in jail. I should start to think about it. I should leave this mess.
His lawyer did not look trustworthy.
Turn along and get the traffic, because I know that I can. And not 5 looks good, but so does the street. And man doesn't rule money, but money rules man. Paranoid, tough decision, you got too many.
Tough decisions. That was the problem here. Tough decisions are a problem of the world.
That girl over there has a fair money status, but she always feeling something when you turn your back. She needs someone's attention, most likely is a parent, so for being ignored. She's a kleptomaniac. The thing she may steal, she could.
This guy, you know what? He's the most innovative. He's breaking the fourth wall. Everyone else is just relaying stories that were inspired by things that were going on around him. But no, this dude is narrating a live shoplifting.
Afford to buy him, but the girl's so sick, still grabbing a wing of an eye, and I can't understand that. She take anything and all except the kitchen sink. Why can't her parents understand her? At least try to, and with professional help, she'll be alright. That is the turn in the better direction, so maybe she won't pick up everything in sight. Problem. Neglected. Problem. Presto. Got so many.
You know what? Congratulations on the empathy. So, I mean, this wasn't just a story of someone who's just a shoplifter. No, this is someone who clearly is suffering from kleptomania, and you treat that not with jail. You treat that with therapy and understanding, and also with locking down all of the objects in your home so that she doesn't take them. But you know what? It's all about understanding and empathy. More ad-libbing like this in hip-hop. That is what I demand right now. That was so good. That was so good. So, first off, beat was amazing. I think I read that it was produced by Curtis Blow. We've reacted to a couple of Curtis Blow videos, to some of his songs, and one of the things that we've been talking about with Curtis Blow is that in this era where people are already interpolating existing hits, Curtis Blow songs are original compositions. This one is original composition also, so that's cool. The rhyme style and everything about the rhyme style here is a little bit different from what we've seen in the earlier rap songs that we have reacted to, and also the video. Like, we should talk about the video a little bit, just because there have not been a lot of rap videos up through this point, and for the life of me, I'm pretty sure that this may be the first rap video that we've seen where there's been like this attempt to dramatize the what's going on in the lyrics. And yeah, the production values may have left something to be desired. The acting may have left something to be desired. But there's still like some ambition there that's kind of interesting to see this early. Like, rap videos are not being played on MTV by this point, but there is a TV station called The Box that I'm pretty sure launched this year, where people could call in and request videos, and they played rap videos there. So maybe like the world of rap is also going to change this year with the introduction of more music videos and more ambitious music videos. We will see as we hop into more of these 1983 videos. So I will see you in the next video.